All right, welcome back to Gaming Interactions, guys. And this is a big one here. So, Elon Musk is removing the block function from X, formerly known as Twitter. So, let's read what it says here. So, headline: Elon Musk, Twitter will remove the ability to block accounts. The block account function has been a crucial tool to stop harassment on X, formerly known as Twitter, but even so, Musk wants to do away with it, favoring the mute feature instead. Now, before we scroll down to the actual context, what's going on here, it seems like he's removing the block feature and replacing it with the mute feature. So my question would be, then what are the limitations when it comes to the mute feature for those who have accounts, who have people come over and harass them or leave vulgar tweets, memes, spam, etc.? What are the limitations? Are those people are going to still be able to reply on others' X feeds or Twitter feeds? Will they be able to still spam? Will they still be able to troll? So hopefully that is the questions that I just stated there. The answers are in the context of this article. So let's go ahead and scroll down. This is crazy. I don't know what Elon is thinking at this point because this is this is gonna cause a lot of maybe a lot of issues, especially when it comes to policy. And if this is part of your policy and there's some connection with other, um, let me see, other businesses that, have, policies that have the block feature in it or on other social media platforms that you associate your platform with, this can cause some issues. So let's go ahead and read this article here. Excuse me. Man, this is going to be interesting. Elon Musk is going to scrap an important tool people have long used to stop harassment on Twitter: the ability to block an account. The block is going to be deleted as a feature, except for DMs. Musk tweeted on Friday, adding that the option makes no sense. So it almost sounds like he's continuing to spearhead free speech. And when you hear the word free, it's exactly what it is: free. And when you go on Twitter, man, or X, there's a lot of comments, in feeds, especially, even on my feed too. Like, hey, negative comments. Sometimes people will enter in my DMs and just post stuff there that's, you know, why? And removing the block feature, like I stated earlier, it's going to cause a lot of problems. People are going to respond to this. It's just crazy. So it seems like he's stating, except for direct messages. Okay. So you'll be able to block people from DMing you. And again, um, what are the limitations of this mute feature? All right, let's go down here. Block is going to be deleted as a feature, except for DMs. This is coming from Elon Musk, as you see here. Someone responded, if the ability to block users was to be removed, X would be in violation of policies of the App Store, as well as the Google Play Store. Potentially, this could lead to X being removed from these platforms. There are no such policies for the web app. However, exactly what I kind of stated earlier. So if you have X on other platforms and they have their policies as well, so they somehow, somewhere they're connecting in a way when it comes to certain features on that social media platform or their platform, like Google or Apple. So you guys are in cohorts with each other, like, hey, we cannot violate these policies, et cetera, et cetera. Or you are potentially looking at a class action lawsuit or lawsuits from these companies, or as the person stated here, or whoever, the the potential of X being removed from those platforms. This is interesting, guys. This is very, very interesting. And then Elon Musk responded, "It makes no sense." So I'm thinking that he's referring to the block function. It makes no sense. Then readers added context, stated blocking is a basic safety feature that allows basic protection for victims of abuse, stalking. Removing this feature would compromise the safety of many people on social media. Okay. And I can understand where they're coming from with that, because think about harassment, think about trolling, think about spamming, think about that. There's a lot of content on Z that, or Twitter, I say Z, X, or Twitter, that's, it's just out there. I'm like, this is crazy. And I know sometimes when I go through X or Twitter, I can come across some other people's feeds and then be like, hey, I blocked this individual, or this individual say, hey, this person blocked me, et cetera, based on what they stated, or et cetera, et cetera. And I can understand, when you have someone come into your Twitter feed and they're, constantly harassing you or leaving spam or trolling you, and it's not benefiting, you or the person in any way, shape, or form. So I could understand, someone just, I need to block this person, I just need to get them out. By blocking an account, you can prevent someone from following your account on Twitter, viewing your tweets, seeing your follower list, or tagging you in photos. Hence, it was a powerful tool that can stop someone from harassing you on the social media platform, just like we stated earlier. But it looks like Musk isn't a fan. Free speech, maybe? He's been trying to make the company, recently rebranded as X, into a town square focused on free speech. Oh my goodness. Removing the block function means high-profile users can no longer bar specific people from viewing their accounts unless it's private. So I don't know who these specific people that you're referring to, okay? People are people. And it seems like you have to change your account status to private so that these specific people would not be able to harass you in any way, shape, or form. So Musk offered no timetable or when the block feature will be removed, but he's defending his decision by saying he favors the mute account function as a replacement. So it goes back to my question earlier. What are the limitations when it comes to the mute function? You will still be able to mute accounts and block users from your DMs. Okay, blocking users from my DM, but can they still reply to messages on my Twitter feed? Can they still harass me, et cetera, et cetera? Can they still do those things? I can block them from my DMs, but I can't block them from my actual feed. That is one of my questions. Okay, so Musk wrote in response to concerned users. So X News Daily goes on and tweet and says, opinion, removing, blocking altogether is going too far. While it can be used for purposes such as cutting off people who disagree with you politically, it has an important role to combat harassment, trolls, and spam, which are a significant problem for many users on this platform. And then Elon comes back and he says, mute. Again, what are the limitations when it comes to this mute function? It's true, the mute function can automatically remove someone's tweets from appearing in your timeline. In addition, any replies or mentions from the muted account won't appear in your notification tab, but a potential harasser can still view your tweets and reply to them, which the rest of the public could see. So, but a potential harasser can still view your tweets and reply to them, which the rest of the public could see. This is not connecting the dot for me here. So the potential harasser, are you talking about the muted account, or just someone that would just come in and harass you, just a normal, a regular person, right? That has an account. So what are we talking about there? So this is interesting, guys. So what do you guys think about Elon removing the block function from X.com or Twitter? I, I just have to throw both of those out. So whatever you call them, I think there's an identity crisis going on here. Me, I, I, oh my goodness, I think it's a bad idea. And I think Elon needs to come back to the table with his team and say, hey, maybe we need to rethink this, because removing the blocking function, people are going to continue to, I mean, people do it now. People will come on the platform, they will harass you, troll you, or spam you, even with the block feature available. But it is, as it was stated earlier, it is a powerful tool that you can use to block those people from coming back, right? And what's to say those people create another account, et cetera, et cetera. So what is it really blocking? People can still come and harass you, et cetera, et cetera. So if I have one account, right, I can come back and build another account and come back and, have a good time with you. So this is very, very interesting. So that is my thoughts and opinion on this matter. What are your thoughts and opinions? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you want to have a conversation, I think this is going to make its round a little bit more. I haven't really delved deep into it to see how far it's made it, around social media. So it's going to be very, very interesting how this is all going to play itself out, and how other companies like Google and Apple is going to respond to this if it takes place. He hasn't done it yet, per this article. The function is still there, but is he going to go through with it? What do you guys think? What are we going to wake up to next? My oh my.